Most people are living a lie and don't even realize it. Every smile you flash, every yes you mutter, every polite nod you think it's normal, harmless, even friendly. But here's the shocking truth. You're not living for yourself. You've spent years meticulously crafting a personality designed to keep others comfortable, to avoid tension, to earn approval. Outwardly, you look fine, reliable, easygoing, likable, but beneath the surface, you're a prisoner of validation. Every choice you make, every thought you hide, is a calculated move to be accepted, not to be happy. And the worst part? Most people never notice the cage they built for themselves until decades have vanished. But here's the terrifying truth. Your craving for approval is not just a habit, it's a full-blown addiction you didn't even agree to. Your brain is hardwired to treat social exclusion as a threat, to react to criticism like it's a punch to the gut. Every tiny like, every approving comment, every share or view online gives you a rush, and before you know it, you're chasing these hits like a junkie. Social media isn't just a platform, it's a factory training your brain to obsess over validation, constantly scanning for signs that you're liked, admired, or accepted. You start to measure your worth by other people's reactions, letting their attention dictate your mood, your decisions, even your sense of identity. And the worst part? Most people are completely blind to this trap, living day after day hooked on invisible approval, thinking it's normal while their minds quietly get rewired to depend on everyone else's judgment. And this is where the damage gets even deeper. Most people aren't living, they're constantly reacting. Every choice, from what they eat, what movie they watch, even who they spend time with, is carefully adjusted to avoid conflict or gain approval. Careers are chosen because it looks respectable. Relationships are maintained because it's easier than saying no. Hobbies are abandoned because they might seem weird. Day after day, you trade your own desires for comfort, pretending to be someone you're not. And slowly, almost invisibly, it eats away at your sense of self. You feel hollow, disconnected, like a passenger watching a life unfold that isn't yours. The more you react instead of choose, the more your identity fragments, until one day you wake up wondering, who am I really? The worst part? This constant people pleasing slowly rewires your brain to distrust yourself. Every time you silence your own needs, ignore your instincts, or put someone else first just to keep the peace, your mind quietly logs it as proof. Your feelings don't matter, your choices aren't reliable. Before long, you're second guessing everything what to say, where to go, even what you want for yourself. Anxiety creeps in like a shadow. Decision making becomes terrifying, and you start hunting for approval at every turn because without it, you feel lost. Your own judgment feels fragile, your self trust crumbles, and life becomes a constant quest for reassurance from everyone else but yourself. And if you think this is subtle, think again, these habits scream louder than you realize. Overthinking becomes your default mode. Every word, every text, every glance is dissected, replayed, and judged in your head. You apologize for things you didn't even do, explain yourself until your voice cracks, and avoid saying no like it's radioactive. You tiptoe around others' feelings so much that disappointing anyone feels catastrophic. And here's the kicker, even highly successful people aren't immune. They may earn respect, build careers, or appear confident, but underneath, their decisions, their moods, their very sense of self are still puppeteered by the approval of others. You could be thriving externally, but still trapped internally, chained to the reactions of everyone else. And here's the ironic trap. When you finally try to be yourself, it feels terrifying. Speaking your mind, saying no, or prioritizing your own desires triggers your nervous system like you just broke a rule you didn't know existed. Honesty feels risky, boundaries feel aggressive, and even small acts of self-respect feel like social sabotage. Your brain, so used to keeping everyone else comfortable, screams in protest, convincing you that choosing yourself is dangerous. That first taste of authenticity isn't freeing, it's uncomfortable, even painful, because your body reacts as if you've crossed a line. But this initial discomfort is exactly the signal that you're finally stepping out of the invisible cage of approval seeking and reclaiming your life. So, how do you even start reclaiming yourself? It begins with brutal awareness. Notice every moment that you fake agreement, laugh artificially, over apologize, or shrink yourself to fit in. These tiny betrayals of self are the chains you didn't realize you were wearing. Then, Start small but with ruthless honesty. Say no once without explanation. Choose something purely because you want it, even if it makes others uncomfortable. Wear what you actually like, not what's expected. Each action, no matter how tiny, builds evidence that your feelings, your choices, and your identity actually matter. Confidence isn't found in praise or likes, it's forged in these small, real acts of self respect. Slowly, you begin to break free from the approval trap and start living life on your terms. And the payoff is shocking, but worth every ounce of discomfort. When you stop bending, hiding, and performing for everyone else, the constant tension finally melts away. You no longer overthink every word, no longer exhaust yourself trying to predict reactions, no longer apologize for existing. Slowly, you start to realize something revolutionary. Your value doesn't come from likes, compliments, or approval. It comes from simply being yourself. Life becomes clearer, lighter, and fuller. And the biggest victory? You sidestep the crushing regret of decades spent living for others, finally feeling what it's like to truly inhabit your own life, unfiltered and unapologetic. So here's the final uncomfortable truth. Living for others is exhausting, misleading, and utterly unnecessary. Every compromise, every hidden opinion, every yes that isn't yours is stealing pieces of your life you'll never get back. But when you start choosing yourself, even in small ways, a radical freedom begins a life where stress, overthinking, and anxiety lose their grip, and you finally feel fully present in your own story. This isn't a fantasy. It's possible for anyone brave enough to start today. If this hit you hard, don't let it stop here. Like this video if it made you think. Share it with someone who needs this wake-up call, and subscribe to the channel for more brutally honest insights that actually change lives. Your real life is waiting. Start claiming it now.